Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 565. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Hey.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to 565 of the Moviecast. And guess what? We are streaming on Twitch. It's happening. Yes, it's real.
Uh-oh.
Last week, we tested it on Tony's personal account. Thank you, Tony. He's the Corco on Twitch, by the way, if anybody wants to follow him. And we also have our All You Can Geek channel on Twitch, which we're on streaming now. So I had that right, the Corco, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And yeah, guys, this is 565 of the Moviecast. I'm going to open a beer now. There we go. I didn't even get into that because I was working my audio video stuff. So it's a can of beer. All right. Now we're set. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to the episode. Guys, we had box office. We had a monster box office. Get it? It was like Carnage at the box office.
Yeah.
It's been queued up for over a year of delays. I had to use it, right? I mean, come on. So yeah, guys, Let There Be Carnage, Venom 2, breaking records, 90 million over the weekend, far exceeding the 50 million projected goal that they were setting. Far exceeding it. I mean, duplicate. I mean, that's crazy how much more money this did this weekend and or last weekend. And wow, I want to go see it. There's no question.
It really did original Venom money, which is crazy because original Venom money was not. Right? Yeah, was not good times.
I wonder if it capitalized a bit on the horror. It's not exactly horror, but I mean, still monsters.
It's got the monsters. Yeah.
No, it's definitely good timing for the movie to come out with Halloween. You're right. I mean, that is it's a not R-rated, it's PG-13, right? But it's still that horror theme thriller kind of
costumes with this movie.
Yeah. So, and I think as much as we, I mean, honestly, like Spider-Man's a very popular character, but this story in the comic books back in the day was so popular with everybody, like even non-comic book fans, that I think this brought back those people. Like Corey, your brother loves like this stuff.
No, I mean he's not really a superhero guy, but Venom is his favorite character.
Yeah. So and the Carnage was a big story for that, I mean, that's huge.
That Genesis game, Maximum Carnage, it's awesome. But like,
it was great.
What you're saying, the big part of that was Spider-Man. You don't have Spider-Man in this.
Sure. Yeah. I really wonder if we don't get that crossover in this. I'm trying to go spoiler.
Well, did anyone see it? I'm assuming that's a no.
I haven't seen it yet. No. I do want to go see it. Maybe maybe Monday of next week.
This falls into the same place as Joker for me. Like,
you said that too, Mike, right? Yeah. Without Spider-Man, what's the point?
Yeah.
But what if
Venom without Spider-Man? Joker without Batman?
But what if they have Spider-Man?
I don't like what if.
What if he's in? What if he's in this? No. What if Spider-Man's actually in this movie? What if they made this canon now? How do you know he's not?
Because he's not.
Okay, I have to go see this then, so then I can laugh if he is. So, I'm telling you, like, it's worth. The first movie was fine. It wasn't like, I don't think it was exceptional, but it was good. I do understand what you're saying.
Run out to the movie theater. Like, it's not like I need to move stuff out of the way to see something like this, and at this point, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Well, I understand that point, but it's I still, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I think maybe I'm going on vacation this weekend, but when I get back, maybe I'll go check it out. I'm off Monday of next week, so
I mean, I'm glad it did well. It's a slightly different, superhero movie, which I'm all for, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't see the real point of Venom without Spider-Man, and also
because there's always that potential that could be there.
Yeah, but the whole reason why Spider-Man, I mean, why Venom was a good villain for Spider-Man was the personal tie between
two Spider-Man.
And we're not going to get that with this version of Venom, I don't think so.
No, unless they retcon something, but I don't think so either. You're right. Yeah, so still a great weekend for it. Yeah.
I just don't understand what's like. The character is. First of all, I was never really a big Venom fan. Like he's whatever.
I'm also not a Tom Hardy fan. I don't like him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm cool on Tom Hardy a lot, but it's just when I think about like why would I see this movie, just like what kind of story are they telling here? Like, is it an anti-hero story? Is it a villain story? I don't know. I don't understand. And
it's an anti-hero.
Yeah, but like even then, it's like who are Venom's rogues gallery beyond Carnage?
There's Spider-Man villains.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the thing too. Like, I liked Venom. I thought he was a good villain, but I don't like him as this anti-hero that they've sort of pushed him after. Like, that's to me where Venom jumped the shark in the comics a little bit. He's like, oh, he's a good guy now. It's like, why? Why does he have to be a good guy now? I know he was popular, but it doesn't mean he has to be a good guy.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, no, I mean, the whole point of Carnage, too, was to bring him over to the good side a little bit, to be like, all right, now we got a menace that's...
I'm an enemy.
Or, yeah, it's the whole...
The enemy of my enemy.
I'm you, but worse.
Exactly.
But, I don't know. It's whatever. Like, I'm not trashing, but, like, I don't see... My life has been fine without seeing the first Venom movie. Like, I'm not missing out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested, but I'd have to see the first, and that's first, and then it's a whole...
No, I definitely would like it to be on a streaming service to catch it.
Well, I mean, but that, again, that's why it did so well. It's not anywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't go see it, so... And
none of us did, but lots of people did.
Yeah, obviously. 90 million?
90 million. So... The Addams Family 2 did very well. 17.3 million. I mean, it's not nearly 90, but it's very good for a sequel movie for kids. I mean, that's time of the year, right? Halloween. I mean, I've been playing tons of Halloween playlists in the car rides to and from work. Yeah, it's that kind of season. I even decorated outside. It's pretty nice. But I usually do Christmas decorations. I don't usually do Halloween, but I don't know. Had the urge to with a new house, All right, let's see. Shang-Chi was number 3. The Many Saints in Newark and Dear Evan Hansen is your top 5. Let's see. Opening
200 million, right?
It did, yes. Yes, it did. Yep.
Nice.
Opening this week is that Bond?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is Bond. Finally, this is so weird. It's like it's finally time for these movies to come out.
Finally, time.
No more
to
time.
Die?
Yes, no more time to die. Actually, but the last Bond movie, which
with Craig,
with Daniel Craig.
The last
There's
Bond
no
movie.
way it's the last James Bond movie, but I like my James Bond movies. You take that back, but listen, I get your arguments. I'm fine with Daniel Craig going away, so I'm fine with that.
You're right.
I'm ready for a new James Bond.
You're right, because a new James Bond might actually be interesting.
Might bring a different
flair. I don't think he's a bad actor or anything like that, but just like, dude, like that movie.
It's not him.
How long has he been Bond now? 20 years?
What?
2006 or 2008 was Casino Royale. That's what I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a while ago.
15 years. Wow. Oh my God. Talk about 5-year.
It's been a while.
Jesus Christ. It's been a long time. A decade and a half. Like, fucking give up the role.
It's been four movies, right?
5, I think.
Is this the 5th movie? This is his
5th. Sky,
Quantum.
Fall, Quantum Solace.
Quantum Solace, and whatever the other one was. So yeah, this is his 5th, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of going to see the second to last one. Skyfall was okay.
I liked Skyfall. I did. I'm sorry. I said that before. It had the eccentric Bond villain that we were looking for, and I think this one's supposed to have that as well.
Again, the whole it doesn't know what it wants to be, because the whole eccentric Bond villain is goes against the whole thesis of Daniel Craig's more realistic, gritty Bond. It just doesn't match to me.
It was 15 years of playing James Bond. Sorry, that's crazy. Sorry. It is 2006 was Casino Royale.
Yep.
So, Eva Green. That's right. Vesper, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, that's opening this week. Let's see what else we got. Let's get into what we've been up to, though. I've watched a ton of stuff. I'm not done with Visions yet. Visions, Star Wars. I'm on episode. I just finished episode.
Are you going in order, or are you just jumping around?
Yeah, I'm just watching them in order. I just finished the Dr. Wily. No, the Mega Man Doctor looking one.
Isn't that
that one? I don't know who made Mega Man. I forget the name of the guy, but he looks just like the creator of Mega Man, and that looks like Mega Man. That's the episode I just finished. So, but that's episode 6. I think I'm on 7 now, or I started 7. I haven't finished it yet. No, I just started it. So finished that. I'm watching that. I did watch all of Squid Game though. I got hooked on that. Hooked on it. Absolutely hooked on it. I just blitzed through 9 episodes. They're hour-long episodes. Mm-hmm. One of them's not. One of them's like 30 minutes. I don't know why. Episode 8 is like really short. But it almost feels like they just didn't want to put too much in the episodes, so they just made that little episode. This series is excellent. Holy crap, excellent. Like, I really think that I can't believe it took him that long to get this made. Like, I really can't believe that he was shopping this since 2008. Yeah, the creator of this show.
He was so broke he had to sell his laptop to just make ends meet for a while.
I mean, that's like perfect example of this show.
Yeah.
Like, these people are so broke they will do anything to try to get out of it.
Yeah.
It's such a crazy, and that's what's so attractive to this show, story wise. I mean, it is a battle royale meets just really more battle royale mixed, a bunch of games mixed into. So that would be like a gaming,
like a social experiment too.
Because they do have social experiments into it.
Right, so I've been watching that too. I think I'm on episode 6 or something. I'm almost done. I'll finish it tomorrow.
6 is the 6th. What games are they playing 6?
They just got done with Tug of War.
Oh, okay. When you watch the Marbles, I love the Marbles episode.
Yeah, I'm not yet, but that's probably the next one. But
episode 6.
Yeah, I mean it's just got a great story, and like, as opposed to like, I don't know, Hunger Games or whatever, this is definitely aimed more an adult nature because
absolutely,
it's about real problems, real situations, and it actually brought up an interesting debate among a couple of friends where it's like I'd be fucking out of here. I'd be like, nope, like hell no, like I'm out, like nope. But it was like, wow, you got nothing to lose at that point. I'm like, my life? It was like, well, what's the point of living if you're that much
the idea of
the
show, though, is like you're taking people that are on like razor's edge of what do they want to do with their life, and you see, early on, obviously, that you see that they choose not to do it, and then they come back because they're like, well, they're right, like we have a shot at something better, and it's like, how do you not realize that this is like
you've seen some results at that point? Yeah, but, you've seen some results already. So,
but no, it's I thought it was very, very well done as well, and as far as the psychological aspect of the show, I thought was excellent. And there are things I don't like towards the end that I kind of have a problem with. But
I have some issues with it. I'd love to do a bonus round for the show. If Tony, you want to finish that up, we'll try for it next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it would be awesome. Mike, I'd love you. I think you would really love this show, but it's very violent.
Judgment's guy is in this show.
Huh?
The guy is in Judgment, isn't he in this?
Isn't that him? I'm pretty sure.
Somebody is like, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I think. Let
me look it up.
He's one. I think he's one of the people.
Train to Busan is in this too.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's.
And Storm Shadow or not? No, that
Storm Shadow's in this. Yeah.
No.
Is that Storm Shadow?
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes. Is it Snake Eyes? No. Somebody look this up. I have a very hard time searching on this computer, so I can't do much while we're talking. So I don't want to.
It's like pretty. It's a pretty interesting actors, and I really like the kind of the rich guy and the friend.
So don't worry about
no, you won't be able to watch it in time. But you.
I was like, we don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't seen it, but like the friend, the friend, who's like the genius who is like propped up and all that stuff. I think he's a great character for like his character. He's just a terrible person, obviously, but I really enjoy his character.
Here he is. This guy, the guy who plays, it's Gi-hun, the main character.
No, not the main character.
No, not the main character. Sorry, not the main character. Who's he play? Greg Chun is in Judgment. He plays. I don't know who he plays in Judgment. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm looking him up now, Mike. On the fly.
He's not the main guy.
He's not the main guy. He's like one of the
Secondary
boss
character.
people.
Yeah.
But no, it's really really well done, and there's like a little side plot that's kind of interesting. That I'm like, you have all this anonymity. Oh, what the heck is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know what you're
You're
talking.
right. Anonymity.
Yeah.
And anonymity.
Animosity?
No, like
Anonymity?
how do you
Anonymity.
this? Yeah, so like,
People
you're
are
trying to keep this
anonymous?
stuff secret because obviously people are dying in this, and so you don't want your identity to be known. So like, how do you keep that security like locked down? And it's seems kind of loose on that. So
Corey, if you finish the series, you have to go back and play 999. Like, you have no
I
excuse.
finished this series, or I mean, I've already finished Squid Game.
Right,
Like,
so now you go back and you play 999. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I know, but now I'm the one that's having this to make the decision. I'm just not watching it.
It's not making
Yeah, this is the same thing.
necessarily.
I was.
No, I know. I do.
It is.
I did get the 999 feelings though when I was watching this.
I got this 100%. Yeah, and I kept thinking like, is there like is the twist going to be like a reboot? Like, can we start this over? This thread? Can we like see? Okay, what path should we have gone down? But yeah, I don't know. I just love the twists, and the later it got, I actually enjoyed a lot of the later episodes, except for I had some things with the finale I'd love to talk about. Not like terrible things. Overall, I really enjoyed the show. Don't get me wrong, but there were some gripes that I felt like were forced, and I'll leave it at that.
It's crazy to me that this is #1 in like, I think I saw this like 90 countries or something like that.
Worldwide, yeah. They did universal rollout for something, and it just hit perfect. I mean, it nailed it. I mean, season 2 is in. We're gonna start a little bit news tie in here. Season 2 is in production, sort of. They're letting the creator do some work. He's got 2 movies he's working on actually, so they're letting him finish that up, and then he's coming back for season 2. So we've probably got 2 years before we get to season 2.
Yeah.
I would assume. Like, he's basically finishing up his movie, and then he's doing another one, and then I'm sure he's already starting work on season 2 for this writing wise. So, yeah. So So I think that it's going to be awesome, and I really enjoyed this whole thing.
I'm curious, how they, because it's such a good show and everything. It's like, how do you, come back? So
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
So what do you do for season 2? Yes, that's the question. All right. So I watched that, and what else have I seen? What We Do in the Shadows is a fantastic show. What else? There was another. I'm gonna forget. Like, I hate when I go on the spot here of what we've been doing, and I forget, and then I remember while we're talking. What If? Of course, yes, I watched that. I'm sure we'll talk about that in a second. Tony, what have you been watching?
Squid Game and What If. That last
What If? So
was awesome.
Yeah. Corey, did you watch that?
Yeah.
Finally, we have a direction. We have a villain. We have a show, right? We have that overall show. I felt like there was like a lot of threads out there, and then we finally coming together. I thought it was cool.
It was weird because like you do have the Watcher, whose whole point of he's just watching things around, and he has to like have that.
He interferes so much in the comic books. Like, he's everywhere always, and yeah. So I'm like this is happening in this show. It's just, when is this happening?
Yeah, and then it's funny because like even the villain in this is like, this is kind of creepy, man.
It's a little less creepy on your part. I think that was the exact quote. I was like, got a point.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the direction was really cool. I mean, just the villain.
I just love how he looks at Thanos and it's like, that's interesting. I'll take those things.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fascinating, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
But,
it's some amazing stuff, really.
I saw a lot of people online were upset about that. It's like, oh, it diminishes Thanos. It's like, now Thanos is just a jobber in the MCU or something like that. I'm like, man, like, he wasn't that, like, Thor could have killed him that first one if he just went for the head, but, we discussed that. Stuff like that.
Yep, go for the head. Yeah. We have discussed that, so.
And they would have got him on his planet at Titan if they didn't.
If it wasn't for fucking Peter Quill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, Star-Lord.
Yep. Shit, all right, Corey, what have you been watching?
Pretty much same. Just Squid Game's been wrap that up, and yeah.
Squid Games is a long amount. It's 9 hours I watched. That's a lot of TV for me in a week.
Mythic Quest because of that, but hopefully next week I'll have.
Yeah, That's a great entry show for the Apple Plus stuff, because it gets you like, maybe there is some good stuff on here, and then you start looking at other things, and that's when I found Lasso. So I'm like, that I haven't watched.
I'm very curious to Tony's opinion on it, because of the fact that you big Warcraft fan. Obviously, I know Jim, you are too, but this is like The Office meets World of Warcraft.
Yeah. World of Warcraft, it is a parody of what you would expect, what you would think Blizzard offices were like, except for what we know. Yeah, not now, but previously, what before we had the harassment stuff come out, what you think the offices would have been like. That's what I like about it. And the Office mixed with that. So, all right, Mike, what have you been watching? Looking at this,
I watched one more episode of Titans. Well,
it's almost done, right? Season over with?
I think there's at least 2 or 3 more episodes. This was the 10th. It was all right. I didn't like this episode too much. It was a bit of a holding pattern. You keep going back sort of to the same thing. We'll see where it goes. I do like where it ended up, just in the fact that it looks like we might get another take on the No Man's Land storyline, which I always like from the comics. But how we got there has been kind of stupid, because I don't know. We're doing the same thing over and over again a little bit here. It feels like.
I feel like you got to be near the end. I think the finale just aired, because I feel like there's people that were discussing.
I'll be right back.
The Red Hood.
No. It did not just air, because I'm current.
Are you? I swear I think I've seen reviews. Maybe it's coming out this week then, because I swear I saw, like, I don't read them, but I thought I saw a review for the finale. So
if it's one more episode, maybe, but it looks like there's last season I think got like 13 episodes, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything else?
That would be 11. Not just.
That should be 12 then, at least. What's that?
Just sports stuff.
Yeah, you got your Yankees. Good luck to them tonight.
Yeah, they're
playoff game.
Bad things are already happening.
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I was really rooting for a 4-way tie. I really was. I wanted to see the craziness of the breakdown of a 4-way tie, and I didn't care who won it, but I was like, I want to see millions of playoff scenarios here. I was reading them like crazy, especially if it was a 3-way tie. Then it got really, really weird, and so like, the 4-way tie is easier because you just break them up, but if it was 3-way, it's even weirder. So, all right. Let's get into the news. A couple things going on this week. First of all, the DC online convention is ramping up, and it's coming October 16th. And looks like we're going to get Batman. We're probably getting a trailer for Batman at this.
I would imagine you get another one. Yeah.
There's a lot of talk out there about it. Pattinson was already on record saying that he was excited for what's coming for the DC convention. What was that called again?
Fandome.
Yeah, thank you, Fandome. He was excited for that. A lot of surprises in store for Fandome, he said. And then we also get people talking about The Flash. So I'm thinking we're getting a Flash trailer here too. Because it was nonchalantly revealed.
Hey, Affleck is in this movie, the Batfleck.
Nonchalantly revealed by Ben Affleck that he reprised his role as Batman in this movie.
We knew he was in it already, but but
confirmed?
We didn't know for sure. We saw someone in his suit.
I did. I got to put this out here. I did read. It was funny because I was looking for news for the podcast, and I did read an article about George Clooney being interviewed, and it was hilarious because they said, are you reprising your role as Batman in this? And he's like, no. He's like, when you've done what I've done to that franchise, I don't think the studio wants you back. He's like, at least my nipples look really good, and that's what he was just joking about it. But he really never lets you forget that he screwed up Batman massively, and he takes full responsibility for it, which is not. It's not all on him. It's not. No. But
it's not on him at all, really. But I feel
his portrayal wasn't great either.
Honestly,
his portrayal wasn't great either. But
he played it how he was supposed to, given what he was given.
It's true.
But he would have been a good Batman in a better movie, I think.
Actually, I think his Bruce Wayne was fine.
Yeah, I guess.
So I would argue that.
I don't know what Schumacher was doing with that franchise. I don't know either. Just went off the rails, and that's that movie.
Yeah, he lost it entirely, and way over the top cast. But Clooney, if you hear any of his interviews about Batman, he will take full responsibility for what happened to that franchise.
I think it goes a little too overboard with that, honestly.
So,
George, if you ever listen to this, you're being too hard on yourself, Bo.
It's not all your fault, man. It's not the head bob. That's all you, but the the rest of it's not your fault. But yeah, so anyways, Affleck is back reprising his role in the Flash movie, which is exciting for Corey and Mike. I'm impartial to it, except I feel like it will erase him, so I'm okay with this. So
that's what I would assume. The whole thing of this movie is gonna set up. Reboot again.
The reboot
for years.
I don't know if that's what it's going to do so much as giving you the option to have different continuities going.
There's no way.
No.
Well, the Battinson movie is a different continuity.
He even just
they would have to change.
Interview I read where he's like, "Oh yeah, it was fun to put the suit on again, and do something like this," and it's like,
okay. Yeah, so. They would have to change entirely. Like they've argued about not using Batman and Superman in so many things because of how confusing they think it could get for people. They would have to completely change that.
They gave up on that. They've shown they've given up on that
with their two biggest characters.
Yeah, I mean they've been gone for a while now, so
they just don't use them.
They have two Flashes going right now on TV, and in this one, they're obviously continuing this Flash.
I'm not worried about the Flash. I'm saying Superman. I said Superman and Batman.
Well, I am seeing there's at least 3 Batmen available to see right now.
For now, it's going to get narrowed down to 1 very shortly. But go on.
No, they're eliminating Titans.
I mean, the TV stuff's still happening.
The TV stuff with Batman. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's new.
And
he's on Titans, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Is he Batman on Titans?
They don't advertise it.
He is mostly Bruce Wayne, but he's supposed to be Batman. They say Batman, and
they say fuck Batman is what they say.
A Phantom dream sequence version of Batman showed up.
He's never actually been Batman though.
Not the actor himself. No, but Batman.
It jives with exactly what I just said.
No, it doesn't. They say Batman, he's Batman, but it's mostly they don't want him to take away from the fact that it's Dick. I mean,
to be honest,
to be the guy.
I think it's more confusing, Jim, than less confusing.
I think it is too, but this is what they do with their character. They don't want to use.
But you just said the opposite. Terms. You're saying they don't want to have any confusion.
They've been doing.
I'm saying that they won't. They are very protective about where they use the Batman
Smallville
name.
Time. It's very different now.
The name is all over the place in these shows.
Because James Gunn wanted to fucking use Superman in the Suicide Squad, and WB told him no. That's why we got started.
Well, the reason why that is because they're still up in the air with are they going to go with Cavill or
who cares?
Just like
but who
Shazam,
cares?
Just like Shazam, we only got the Superman from the neck down, right?
But who cares then? Like you can just use whatever. It's a multiverse.
It's
you
been
can
up
use
in the air for years, man.
But
it's not coming down.
It's in space right now.
We're getting the 2 Justice League characters in the same movie again, just like you said wouldn't happen. So there we are.
Okay. Well, it hasn't happened yet, so we'll see. And there are whispers. I will give you the fact that I've heard a lot of rumors about Keaton getting his own Batman movie.
Yeah.
And if you count the Snyder Cut, they did show up again in brand new footage.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Tony. I think it's a Batman Beyond movie, or it could be like they were saying, like he could be the Batgirl, like he could be that. They could do Batman Beyond with
they are
that.
Making that. Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Or is that a?
I think it's going to be I thought it was going to be a movie, but I heard that that's where they were going to use Keaton in kind of the same role as Batman Beyond with Batgirl. Cool. So, yeah.
So
all right, let's see. We got
Batgirl getting canceled.
Hold on, before we go on from this. So Fandom is when? This weekend or next weekend?
16th.
2 weeks.
Next weekend.
16th.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we need to decide if they're actually going to confirm a Henry Cavill Superman or another Ben Affleck Batman by this Fandom event, right? Because if we don't hear about it this week, we're not going to hear about it for at least.
We're just going to get a trailer for Flash, which we've heard about for like 3 years.
Right. No, I think you're asking a new like standalone films.
Yeah, they're going to announce Superman fucking whatever 3.
No chance.
And Batman fucking whatever.
No chance.
They're going to show stuff about Black Adam and the Flash, and that'll be
the Batman.
Okay.
Which is not Ben Affleck.
I could see Superman showing up in Black Adam, though.
Yeah, he should, but he won't. You're right, Corey, but I don't think he's in it.
Not even his cameo at the end for the neck
No,
down.
I bet on it. I bet on it.
Just the symbol.
Haven't had a bet.
You don't think the symbol's
Just
in
a
there?
symbol? No, you're getting no. I
No,
don't.
I'm just
think
saying
they're
because they didn't show Cavill. I'm just saying if they get a neck down, Superman.
They're gonna do that again.
You can have a week to think about it. You can have a week.
Yeah, I'll think about that one.
I would bet on
Actually,
that.
an actor.
I'll bet there would be like a
Because I think they could
Superman.
parody. They could parody Shazam and do that just for fun. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to think about it. But we have a whole week. So, all right. The Book of Boba Fett has a release date December 29th of this year. So, the Mandalorian Spin-Off. It does say season
it was
1.
coming in December. Didn't it say it was coming?
We said December. We didn't have the 29th.
We didn't have the date until this past week.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's basically an original series, they say. So it's not going to be, maybe it's not a one-off. I don't know. But we also heard that it was a series for Vision and Scarlet Witch, and that was a one-off, it sounds like. So who knows what we're going to get with this. They should start calling these things like limited series or short series or something like that if they're not going to make a season 2. Because I feel like this is kind of like a... Huh?
No, I mean, they have miniseries. And
Yeah, I think that I'm fine with this being a miniseries. Don't get me... I'm fine with it, but I don't know...
I think part of it is they want to, trick you a little
Leave it
bit.
ambiguous.
Of course they want to trick you. They want you to watch this fucking show for an overrated character that's never done anything. Fuck Boba Fett.
That had nothing to do with what I was saying.
I know.
But
I'm just saying it. Fuck Boba Fett. Like, I'm just so... Out of all the characters you could fucking do a spin-off
for
from The
fuck's sake.
Mandalorian, fuck him.
Yeah.
He's their name. That's why they did it. But you're right, Tony. Like how many times have we said we want new characters with it, and they went back to Boba Fett?
No, it is a new character because he wasn't a character yet. He had
That's
fake
true.
lore around him. He had all
That's true.
this rep for no good reason. Now let's give him a reason to have it. So let's see how it goes.
Yep.
But again, I think like WandaVision and this, it's like, oh, you need to watch all this because it might, continue somewhere. But there may never be plans to do that, so that's fine. It's just, but they don't want to tell you from the beginning, oh, this is it, and nothing's coming after it, because then people will be like, that doesn't count.
Yeah. All right. Onward. Corey's gone already, but that's right. Let's talk about Marvel, the last bit of news we have this week. Marvel has 31 current projects in development. I thought that was interesting because they've expanded. I remember having our conversation. That's why I put this news on this podcast, because we've had conversations about what... I'm not going to say what if. I'm going to say what happens when they buy Fox, and will they be able to use all of these properties properly? Because that was a big argument about X-Men. And granted, we haven't had that yet. But, they have so many series in production for Disney Plus. They have so many movies in production. They're not letting these properties go to waste.
No, you figure half of those are movies. I mean... Working on can mean anything from production to production. So
sure,
and I imagine they work at least 3 years out. And if you figure 3 to 4 movies a year, that's 9 to 12 right there. Imagine the rest of various Disney series.
Yeah, we only have movies till May 2023 on the list. There's Fantastic Four, Blade, and Deadpool to be announced. I highly doubt Deadpool is the first mutant in the MCU. I highly, highly doubt that. So by the time we get to that,
the first mutant?
Why?
You're right.
It just shows up with the X Mansion, and they're like, "We've been here." It's like,
What are you talking about? It's been here the whole time, literally the whole time. I still fail. I'm telling you, I still feel like the mutants will show up on Disney Plus series. I really do. Like, not a major mutant, but a mutant. I do. Because there's so many side storytelling things they can do with these shows.
I think that ship has sailed with WandaVision.
Yeah.
I mean, they could easily
maybe Doctor
make
Strange.
That Marvel,
maybe Doctor Strange.
The WandaVision thing, right? Between WandaVision, Strange, like the multiverse is getting fucked up. Spider-Man, like they could,
Spider-Man could do it.
They could literally make up anything. And at this point,
we could actually have Deadpool in Spider-Man. How about that?
I mean, they are on terms, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, we could do that in some scene with the multiverse.
I'd love to just hear Deadpool be like, "You ripped off of my eyes," and it's like, "What?" Mask.
But yeah, there's tons. There's Loki season 2, Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, which has some news today about the actor playing, a character in the show, Ben I can't remember his name. So that's 2022. Ironheart, Armor Wars, What If Season 2, apparently. So, and then you have all your main movies, which we know about. So, The Marvels. The Marvels is another show that movie that I'm like, I don't know anything about that. The
Eternals?
No.
That's a different
coming
thing?
out. The Marvels
Marvel
is a different thing.
Marvel.
Yeah.
For fuck's
We don't know anything about that yet, so it's like, I don't know. But Thor: Love and Thunder could be big. That could have some mutants in that. It's possible.
Why?
I don't know. We'll see. Doctor Strange. Yeah, that could do it. That's why, and that's why, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go on the record. I'm going to say it's there. That's when we get it. I'll say it right there. We're going to do it there. Everybody's thinking Doctor Strange. I'm going to go with Thor. First mutant. Yep. Out of nowhere.
There was technically a mutant in Black Widow already.
What's that?
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was. Yeah, that's true. But it's not officially. He was like in a cage. They didn't really recognize who he was.
So he's the one that arm wrestles. The red.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I thought that was in.
What the fuck? What's his name? No. I can't. All I think of is Red Dominant. Oh, what is David Harbour's character's name in Black Widow?
Crimson Red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crimson Dawn. Red Dawn. Crimson. Something.
Like I'm just thinking of the wrong. Like they say it wrong. But anyway, he's arm wrestles. Like that character is credited as a mutant character in the credits.
Oh really?
Really?
I did not notice that, but it's still interesting. We'll see. You know what's crazy is I listened to some other podcasts and it was I want to talk about this because I like the suggestion. Crazy. You guys can jump on me all you want. Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine.
I'd rather have Zac Efron.
I would rather have Zac Efron also.
I think Radcliffe is short.
Radcliffe can act.
Exactly, and he's short, and apparently he's super jacked for his latest role in some Miracle show he's on. Right. He's like super jacked for that.
Right.
The thing is, I just don't. I'd rather even Zac Efron's too. Like, I'd rather have somebody who I don't really recognize and like associate with someone else.
He's too. You're saying he's too big because it's like it's Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter. You can't see him anybody else.
I mean, he was fantastic. He's a fantastic actor. Like, he's
that's what I'm saying.
Done a great job.
And when they said it, I'm like, that's pretty awesome because he is short. He is like 5'7" or 5'6", and that's definitely shorter than Hugh Jackman.
I mean, my go-to guy would be the one from the Kingsman. That's who I would say because he's short. Too.
Yeah. But, I
don't know. Maybe you could get a Canadian. Who knows? Instead of an English guy.
We'll say. It should be Canadian. That'd be great. But anyways, all right. And that's it for the news today. That's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. You can write us allyoucangeek@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook. Hey, also follow us on Twitch. We're on Twitch TV. .tv. Sorry, I don't have to say that, do I? Just say Twitch. I'm not a streamer. So yeah, welcome to this channel if you're watching us. And also on YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. Like the channel. Leave a comment. Stuff like that. See you guys on the Gamecast. We're out.